Hi everyone, Steve here. So this next video is all about pre-swings, or wind-ups as they're commonly called. Now, a pre-swing is the action that you do on the approach to a ball, and it's meant to be like a little dress rehearsal of how it's meant to feel in a second when you actually execute the main shot. Therefore, it should contain all of the characteristics that you're aspiring to feel.
In the chaos of the game, it's quite easy to become super tense, so it's an opportunity to realign the body, relax, and remind yourself of familiar sensations and perfect timing.
Now, like many things in polo, how one player produces a shot or an action can differ greatly from another player trying to achieve the same thing based on their body type.
So let's have a look at some different styles. This is Hero del Carril, 8 goals from Argentina, 6'4" and super wide across the shoulders. Look at the size of his pre-swing and the clearance he needs to go for his perfect reach behind. So let's look at a different style, and this is Mackenzie Wise, 6 goals from the States. He's dropped his stick down onto the 5'11" line, gone straight up, find his stretch and his reach, and executes his shot. So to reinforce this message about body type, take a look at these two pros who couldn't be any more different in body type. Whilst they're both producing pre-swings and finding the same height, the way they got there is significantly different. Have a look now as we sync them together. They start in a similar position, and they will synchronize at various points during their pre-swing, but watch the difference in the journeys of the hand as they come down and back to find their chosen reach. They sync at this point, and then they can execute their shot.
If you're thinking about learning a pre-swing, here is a really easy way on how to do it. But before we look at structure, we're just going to look at a couple of points of physics that you need to be mindful of. And the first one is, if I pinch this mallet here and drop it, it swings at the rate of 1.5 seconds. So it's going to go 1 and 1 and. Now that's really going to help me with my timing on the approach to a ball. The second thing is, if I pinch it with the sling and swing it, it's perfect in course and direction way before I interfere with it. So if you've got problems with penalties or consistency, it could be that you're interfering with the very thing that was correct already. And the way we're going to learn the pre-swing is a great big motion, a big exaggerated motion, so you've got characteristics to aspire to, and a big journey so you can think about your next maneuver. So we're going to look at it without the mallet to start with. I want to follow the journey of the hand because the stick is just a consequence of what the hand did. So I'm going to start it slightly higher than my shoulder. And my first maneuver is 45 degrees down towards its back end. So it's as if you're on a corridor wall, you're just going to draw a diagonal line down here. The next thing is I'm going to drop the mallet and I want to feel a real pull sensation here. So this is going to be a clear channel for the energy as it comes down towards the stick head. I'm then going to throw the mallet up so it's vertical, and I'm going to wait for its moment of suspension, which is a really key point. As I pull down, I create 90 degrees here, and I keep 90 degrees as I rotate the body, driving left shoulder, and then I can go to my reach. So let's have a look at it with the mallet then. Starting very high to exaggerate it. 45 degrees down, cast, vertical to suspension. Smiley face with the hand and 90 degrees. And then up I go and swing. Now, it can really improve efficiency when you start creating elastic, because I could come from here and just go up, but look how much more intense it can become with a pre-swing. There's the cast, here's the smiley, I go up, and I can get so much more in with a pre-swing than if I came from static. So it's draw, cast, catch, swing.
Now, where things start to go wrong is when the mallet has gone past its critical moment of suspension, as you'll see just here. And it just becomes too heavy, leading to a complete imbalance and too heavy for the player to lift. Equally, when a player sends the mallet up and goes up and over rather than down and under, well, it just becomes a double shot. Now, using computer graphics, we've just followed the journey of that player's hand. You can easily see where it's gone up and over. It's produced a squash shape with very little definition or power. Compare that to Mackenzie Wise, who went straight up the 5'11" line, and the graphics that he produced are so much more definition and power.
Well, I hope that may have helped. And as always, you can visit me at www.stevethompsonpolo.com, or you can hop over to my YouTube channel, which is Steve Thompson Polo. and I'll see you next time.